When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Off the RPO, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kentucky's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to put that ball in there and make it happen.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of how...
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late.
Sneaks it in. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the 2nd quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Rodriguez. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Boley. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On the ground, it's McGowan. Find some fresh air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got enough for the first. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Boley. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. Spins away from the defense. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. A really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On second and goal, he carries again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Back to throw, it's Boley. He wants it all. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking for room. It's Price. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker. Think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The give to the single back. Nice move to keep running. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Boley. Got a man, it's Lloyd. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are turning it on. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to throw, it's Boley. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Runs through a tackle.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing area.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners! And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways, it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running to Green.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Boley. Makes the catch, it's Wilcox. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Toss to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give as they work on that clock. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Price. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here's the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Fitzpatrick. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Line getting set on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's